Hey, I'm Chad with Contemporary Automotive. I just wanted to take a minute and go over what it takes to be a certified vehicle here at Contemporary Automotive. So becoming a certified vehicle, we go over 650 different components. They're fully going to go over the steering of the vehicle, how it's going to drive to make sure everything is as it should be. They're going to go over all the steering gears, the pumps, the housings, the shafts, all the rack and pinion, the boots, electronic steering modules, and all of the seals and gaskets to make sure nothing's leaking. They're going to make sure the vehicle is going to drive absolutely perfect as it should be, just like you're getting a brand new car. As you can see, everything in here is brand new. As it should be, no leaks, nothing. We're also going to go through the AC components completely to make sure that everything is perfect again. So we're going to make sure you get that cold air, hot air. As you'll see in our certified booklet, we're going to go through the compressor, clutch, coil, the condenser, front and rear evaporator, receiver dryer, the front expansion valve, hoses, lines, high and low pressure cutoff switch, clutch cycling switch, front instrument panel and the rear instrument panel, power module, the blower motor, and all of the seals and gaskets. So we're going to go through everything and make sure the AC system is perfect, just like it should be from the factory. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to go through all the power groups. So we're going to make sure all of the windows, they work absolutely perfectly as they should be. No problems with them. All of the power auto settings are power auto. They're going to go through the sunroof and make sure that the power auto settings are power auto and they work as they should be. So you'll see the sunroof goes back no problem. And then the shade as well will go back no problem. We want to close it. It's going to go back just like it should be as a brand new vehicle being certified. The power antenna, the power seats, so all of the seat controls are going to be perfect just like they should be. The rear sliding module and trucks. So if you have a truck or a tailgate, they're all going to open and perform just like they should be from the factory. The push of a button, they're going to open and close. The next step to certifying the car is going to be going through the engine, the cooling, and the fuel systems. They're going to make sure the engine is not ticking, it's not making any weird noises, it's not vibrating. Everything is perfectly as it should be. They're going to go through the cooling fan, the clutch, the motor, the radiator, the fuel pump, the water pump and housing. See, they go through everything. They're going to do a full fluids change. They're going to do everything brand new filters in there. They're going to do a fuel tank test, checks the pressure and the regulator. They're also going to do a serpentine belt tensioner to make sure it's tight and as it should be, or they'll replace it. Then they're going to do the fuel tank lines. So all of the lines are going to be tested, make sure there's no leaking. Everything is perfect. And then they're going to go through all of the seals and gaskets and make sure there's no leaking. Nothing is going to be as... After we go through the engine, we're going to go through the whole front suspension of the vehicle. So we're going to look at all of the shocks, struts, strut mounts. They're going to look at all the bushings, the thrust arms, control arms. They're going to look at all the ball joints and the front wheel bearings. Make sure everything is perfect. So you get an amazing drive right from the dealership. You know your car is as it should be and as a brand new one would be driving. After they make sure the front suspension is as it should be, they're going to go through all the electrical of the vehicle. Make sure all the electrical is working perfectly, the starter isn't hesitating, that it's going right through, that the alternator is holding a charge and charging the battery. that the engine is being controlled as it should be, that there's no weird driving of the vehicle, no any hiccups or ticks in the vehicle. Then they're going to go through and they're going to check the distributor, the ignition coil, the coil pack, the voltage, so they're going to make sure the battery is charged up fully, and if it's not holding a charge, it will be replaced. The horn and the horn pad. Horn's got to work for you. And then they're also going to check the transmission controls to make sure that the car is shifting properly, that it's not being abrupt, or it's not going to damage itself. After that, the whole braking system gets gone through. So the master cylinder, the booster, the wheel cylinders, the calipers, pistons, pads, lines, hosings, fittings, seals, and gaskets. Everything gets gone through to make sure that this vehicle is going to have no problems. Your brakes are still going to have plenty of life left in them, the pads and the rotors, so that you know you don't have to replace it right away down the road. See, everything's nice and clean. It's been gone through. And it has plenty of life left for you. So that warranty does bring it out to 7 years, 100,000 miles from what a 5-year, 60,000 mile would be from the factory. You're also able to wrap it so it does cover the powertrain and bumper to bumper. And we can go over all of that with you when you get into the store. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to come on down and ask for Chad, or give me a call and I'll help you out from your own home. I can go over all of that it takes to be a certified vehicle with you, and I look forward to seeing you soon.